Hi and welcome to the last episode of this year. I'm currently waiting for Dan Shu to send me a message saying that the gift is ready. I have prepared the present for which I have mentioned come over to the Xianwood Pavilion. I'm on my way. Hey Dan, how's it going?
There you are, friend. Examining the exhibits in the Seat of Divine Foresight inspired me to create this. I concocted a medicine that can extend your lifespan and improve your health.
Oh.
I call it the Broomdew Concentrate Pellet.
That sounds amazing. I accept.
Consuming it will make your body light, agile, and promote longevity and well-being. As a nameless, it'll make your journey a much less arduous one. I've still got some other business to attend to, so shall we say goodbye for now?
Maybe we'll bump into each other again sometime.
Perhaps the next time we meet, I'll be able to see you, in the true sense of the word.
That would be great. Swallow it or put it aside. We're swallowing it.
Tastes a bit strange, but no adverse reactions so far. Wait a minute. Ugh, my head. What's happening?
Oh god, maybe I shouldn't have swallowed it.
Something's wrong. I'm burning up. Feels like I can't breathe. Seems to be calming down a bit, but still uncomfortable.
I didn't like that.
This doesn't seem right. I'd better talk to Qingzhu at the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Oh god, what did I just eat? The last time I'm taking medicine from an alchemist. That was because of the blind joke, wasn't it? She got revenge already.
There goes my head again. Is Dan Shu sure this broomdew is safe for consumption?
Oh, why have they turned into Marastruck? Am I turning into a Marastruck? Is everyone around me dangerous now?
What's happening? Isn't this the Seat of Divine Foresight? Why are there so many Marastruck here?
Is this what the Marastruck see? They see everyone as enemies?
No, I can't let them get near me.
Oh god, I'm going on a rampage. That was low, dude. You guys at least let March shield someone before you go ham and start marking everyone.
Check out this awesome move! For less.
A miracle.
Jeez.
No amnesty for the Marastruck.
No, she's down. Oh, Herda. Oh, Herda. Oh, Herda. Got him. I still think all of them are from the Seat of Divine Foresight, but I'm just going through something at the moment.
What happened to you? Careful! Don't hurt him! Hey! Wake up! Are you okay?
Yeah, they are all from this place.
Thank the stars! You're finally awake. I thought we might lose you. I was so worried.
Yeah, I ate something bad.
You came into the Seat of Divine Foresight and started brandishing your weapon. It looked like you'd lost control, as if you'd been stricken with Mara.
I think she's doing experiments on me.
There has to be something awry. Tell me what happened to you before arriving at the Seat of Divine Foresight. From what you're saying, it seems like the gift she gave to you must be related to the disciple's prescription we examined earlier. But the healer who examined you just now said your body doesn't seem to have been affected. How strange.
Well, it's because I'm not a long life species, so I wouldn't get Marastruck, even though I was reacting as if I was Marastruck. It didn't really make sense.
Could Dan Shu be playing a trick on you? Or is her medicine somehow not working as planned? I'll put out a wanted notice for Dan Shu immediately. If you find any trace of her, get in touch with me.
Things just got shady here.
Take this D-Ting with you. It might just help you find this friend.
I feel so violated. This is our meeting spot.
Dan Shu isn't here. Where could she be? Dan Shu's medicine box has her scent on it. I'll ask the D-Ting that Qingzhu lent me to track her.
Genius. D-Ting follows Dan Shu's scent and leads you to the Artisanship Commission. Okay.
Time to come out, little D-Ting. I need you to help me find Dan Shu.
Okay, little buddy. You sniff away. This way, okay. Around over here. Oh, we've got something going on. Oh, why? She's on their side, eh?
That's Dan Shu with a group of disciples? I guess that tells me all I need to know.
Yeah, She's shady.
Master, stand back. Let me handle this.
Stand down. He's a friend.
Are we friends, though? I'm kind of confused now.
Many of our brethren have fallen by his hands.
Yes, I am aware.
But...
I said he's my friend. Leave us.
Yes, Master.
I'm as confused as these disciples are at the moment.
I didn't expect you to come looking for me.
You're the head of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
The head? What a crude way of putting it. I am master of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, scion of merciful Medicus, and I shall lead the entire Xianzhou Alliance onto the path of abundance.
What? No, there's no way. She's behind all of it? She's everyone's master? Nah, come on. I jam my mind. I can't wrap my head around this one. Ooh, so what kind of medicine did you give to that poor little girl?
Did you ingest the Broomdew concentrate pellet I gave you?
I did.
Did you feel the shift? So many elixir seekers arrive on the Xianzhou in the hope of obtaining the formula to immortality, but none have succeeded.
Honestly, I didn't like it.
I admire you. So, I thought I'd give you the chance to obtain it.
It seems like the feeling was fleeting, though. It didn't stick around.
Upon ingesting the Broomdew concentrate pellet, you will feel the limitless freedom of the form bestowed upon you by merciful Medicus. And yet, you don't sound any different. Your breaths are not prolonged, and your presence doesn't feel like it's been altered in any way. Why is that? Is your constitution somehow different from the average person?
I'm not telling her I have a Stellaron inside me.
Looks like you have yet to forgive me. I understand.
Yeah, you tricked me. I don't trust you anymore.
Friend, please. I urge you to leave the Luofu. Abandon this struggle. The truth isn't what it appears to be. What did the minions at the seat of divine foresight tell you about this conflict? That the Rainbow Arbiter is the emissary of the righteous? That the Arbiter is chasing the heathen plagues author across the stars, while the disciples of Sanctus Medicus abet their heresy? Do you really think that is the case? You don't understand merciful Medicus, nor the devilish archer author, but you understand me. Do you see me as such? A heretic?
See, I thought I knew you until you fed me one of those things without telling me what it was. If you'd been more honest with me, I think I would feel a little bit more trusting at the moment.
I do not ask for you to pick a side. I just wish for you to leave the Luofu, to leave this all behind. This isn't your fight, and I do not wish to make an enemy of you.
Whew, do we fight her or do we let her go? I'm gonna let her go. I still don't trust her, but I think we'll end up stopping her at some point later. And I don't think battling will do anything. I'll just knock out her guards.
Since neither of us is eager to engage in combat, let us respectfully part ways. I have been thinking. The devilish archer author is not a benevolent god, nor is merciful Medicus a malevolent one. Your choice to align with Tingyun was simply due to meeting him first. Most unfortunate. Had you known me first, perhaps we could have been good friends.
Master, we should leave now.
I sincerely wish that this will be our last meeting.
And yet, I don't feel like it will be.
Farewell, Nameless.
I'd better report my findings to Xianzhou at the seat of divine foresight.
How did it go? Did you manage to locate Dan Shu?
You're not gonna believe this.
So you weren't able to apprehend her. Once again, thank you for all your help. With your intel, we will put a stop to Dan Shu. Tingyun tells me you'll be joining the forces led by the Alchemy Commission and Master Diviner. I won't take up any more of your time. Take this as a token of my appreciation.
You better give me something this time. No, thank you. Okay, she did. We can continue the quest.
Master Diviner, you're back.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to me now. Apologies. To avoid dissemination of intelligence, the General and I kept the involvement of the disciples to ourselves.
That wasn't okay.
It is a clandestine organization that seeks to overthrow the Alliance. Before the Stellaron disaster, the disciples had remained veiled in shadow for years. Their emergence reflects their intricate connection to this calamity.
The conflict is difficult, Master Diviner, but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait, what's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long time, but our army is in no way inferior. How can things be so difficult?
Can't just ask for our help, you know.
Sharp as always.
I knew we'd spent too long around the Master Diviner. Now we're predicting the future. Let me guess. What are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge?
Well,
Well, try this on for size. Nope. I can't stand any more of this fighting. So there.
Tingyun's all smiley in the background.
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
We're not?
Tingyun's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected. The Cloud Knight's assault was to demonstrate our power to the enemy head-on. Now it is time for the unexpected.
We're gonna sneak it. We're infiltrating. We're assassins.
Please, come with me. After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. But in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it, the more they longed for it. Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
Yeah, I was wondering what that was earlier.
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
You're saying they're mixing things in that?
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Eve Mist Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara.
Yeah, those are nasty pellets. So the Mara sickness is in the air. At least here.
Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one could know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you.
Well, I have met the master of the Sanctus Medicus, but I didn't tell her why I'm special, which I'm happy about. So I think that she might suspect me a little bit. Why can't the Foxians and Vidyahara try?
You misunderstand the nature of the Mara-struck condition. It is not a curse unique to humankind. Foxians don't usually succumb to it because their lifespan is not eternal. Yet they are still a long-life species. The Vidyahara rely on molting to discard the old world. All long-life species are equal in the face of Mara.
But I've not actually seen any Vidyahara or Foxian Mara sick people.
However, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the General would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Is this what General Tingyun meant by unexpected guests?
Probably.
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality. One step at a time.
This does seem like the only way.
Rather, only this way leads to the known best result. If we can afford to choose, then none would choose to leap off a cliff. Besides, this is not my decision alone. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I feel like we kind of have to do it, you know?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves. What? It's not too late to practice holding my breath.
I thought she actually smelled the smoke.
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering.
Yeah, I've been thinking the same thing, Mike. It is smoky down here.
Wait, Miss Tingyun! Why are you still here? You're too close to the crucible!
Why is she with us?
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The General commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
But the smoke is bad.
Your life is more important, Miss Tingyun. Go back. We can explain to the General.
There's really no need. I've spent my years traveling the universe. Not to mention, I'm younger and stronger than I look. Even you benefactors have probably lived longer than me.
What happened to
Looks like-
Tingyun, the person who didn't want to be in the fight earlier when we were trying to hunt Kafka? Tingyun, the I'm not a fighter, I'm just scared to lose my life, you know? I'm your guide, I'm not a fighter. That was the Tingyun back then. Now Tingyun's like, oh, give me some of that smoky goodness so I can turn crazy like the rest of them. What's going on here? Do I turn this off? Yep, that's one of them.
Seems like the smoke is getting thinner.
Not thin enough. We need to hurry.
Is that Fox sleeping or is it... Yeah, that Fox is sleeping. Oh,
Turn it off! Why did you turn it on?
I don't know. I thought I was turning it off, but it was off already. I still really love the eerie ambience there is down here. What are those tall things in the ocean, though? I think it's like roots. Like, get off the smoky stuff. Nobody wants that around. This is a vape-free zone.
Yay, we did it! Can't see the smoke anymore.
Excellent. I'll lead my troops to the rendezvous.
Was she holding her breath this whole time? I have a proposition for you. If you want to cure people of Mara, you're anti-Mara struck, you don't like that sickness, drop the video a like. Every like will save a Mara struck person. Let's cure the Mara struck. Who's that staff? It looks kind of... I was expecting to see the master for some reason.
So, you succeeded in dousing the elixir cauldrons.
She is the master of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. So she didn't look like Dan Shu, that's why I was confused. She's had a bit of a glow up.
Unimportant. The inevitable is already upon us.
Dan Shu. It's you.
It is her!
I have met you before in my capacity as Chief Alchemist, Master Diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The 10 Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance?
Tingyun's always smiling, no matter what the situation.
In days of old, the roots of the ambrosial arbor enveloped the Xianzhou Luofu like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will. Divine miracles descended onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. What a glorious time that was. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the ambrosial arbor first descended, nor did we witness its miracles. But now, we now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity.
That's what I've been saying.
Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice.
Oh wait, there is a fight. Oh, okay.
Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
Don't let me down now.
Flop. Smack.
You can't hurt me. You can't run.
Oh my god.
Try that again.
Stop bouncing. I haven't shielded everyone yet.
Bending the rules, are we?
Breaking that one.
Execute the Marstruck. Time to twirl. Execution.
Who do we attack? Yeah, okay, that one's done.
My turn. This is gonna hurt.
There we go.
Merciful Medicus, hear my call.
Bop.
Death, slot. Your lifespan ends here.
Oh, I don't like that. She limited our max health.
Stay right there while I give you a present. You're annoying.
March's shield can remove the debuff that blocks health.
You must be honored to meet me.
Eyes and veins. Of immortality.
Oh, March really needs a shield.
You can't run. Time to twirl.
No, March, please stop taking so much damage. Nice.
No mercy for the Marstruck.
Oh, I wanted her to stay broken. Only hit people with shield. That's useful. He's about to go down. Oh, I didn't like that.
We have a deal.
I thought that was the one that was connected to March. Everyone just needs shields at the moment. Really hanging on by a thread here, dude. We just gotta keep breaking her. That's all we gotta do.
Forgive me.
Oh, come on.
Reaper.
March is delegated to only shielding now.
Maybe you can keep me down and tangle. You're annoying.
It's fine. We've got plenty of shield going.
Try that again.
Frankly, March only having to deal with
Try
3
hard
people instead of
sometimes.
4 people might actually be easier. I don't like that she lost her shield, and it's her turn to attack next. Oh, yep, that's not good.
Minds and veins
Try that again.
of immortality. Our roots run deep.
Try that again.
She's broken.
Gotta try
Let's
hard
go.
sometimes.
March, you wouldn't happen to know any healing spells, would you?
Right
We
there,
are
well, I
getting
give
there.
you a
It's just
present.
taking an awful long time. March is just honestly cracked as a tank. That's all it is. Aw, she's not looking so good. Come on, let's finish this. Oh, did we do it?
Why? She said
Who said? She? Who's she?
the ambrosial arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that
Who gave you the Stellaron?
Phantylia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction.
No way, dude. No, I think you does not. No. There's no shot. Is that why she's been smiling this whole time? She's still smiling now. It's so creepy now, though. Dude, what the fuck? Is that why she was like starting to seem a little bit shady up there, where she was like, maybe the abundance isn't so bad after all? And then she was like, yeah, I'll just walk through the smoke with you guys. Like, all those things were a little bit weird, but I never saw that coming. Because she's been fine up until that point, you know? Wow, dude, I am... First Dan Shu and now Tingyun. I don't even... Who can I even trust anymore? I can't take this much betrayal and plot twists. So you're telling me that Tingyun is the one who brought the Stellaron in? My mind is blank at the moment, dude. I don't even know what to think anymore.
Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within.
Her voice sounds so much creepier now, too.
What a shame. It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance. Surely you can
withstand the blessing of destruction.
Miss Tingyun!
Benefactors, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Lord Ravager Phantylia. I have come with a single purpose: to set in motion the self-destruction of the Xianzhou.
Miss Tingyun, is the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be? Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together.
Relax. Patience is my middle name.
I don't even have words, dude. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Well, I know what's going on, but I can't believe this is what's happening. I think I'm in shock at the moment. I got chills when she turned around and cracked her neck. Oh god. Okay, focus. Let's do this. I'm so glad they revived everyone. Some speed here, March. I need you to get up here. Yeah. Heard us attack twice now in the time March has needed to get here. Heard us attack 3 times and March has done once. That's ridiculous. You know, if anyone should have speed on this team, it should be Herda, so I'm so happy with that.
Some to win.
She's just enabling Jade so much. Attack the ones with the shield. Thank you. Thank you.
Try that again.
Finish him. Curta, take this.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
You're my blessed baby right now. You're just carrying this. Nice.
What's the matter? Eager for some more self-inflicted misery?
Hey, good start, Jade.
Maybe you can keep it down. Time to
Curta has to be protected at all costs. Look at her go, dude.
a little backstabber here.
Let's go, Herda.
And they'll die.
And everything's gone. They healed us too, didn't they? Those orb things. We're in a really good position at the moment. Nice. Okay, we're well set up.
Never set their gaze upon the Xianzhou. They have no qualms about dealing out destruction on their own. But since that stubborn general of yours has forced me to take center stage, I'll make sure I steal the show. My apologies for leaving so soon, but I have an appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends here will be happy to entertain you.
Phantylia is leaving. She's just gonna bounce. Okay, now it's time to use ultimates. Nice, we broke one.
No amnesty for the Mara struck. Eager for some more self-inflicted misery?
Time to twirl.
Yeah, let's go, Herda. Ooh, that thing hurts. Holy crap.
Try that again.
Okay, I'm glad that the shield absorbed all of that. Okay, the shield didn't absorb all of that.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
And she's back.
It's gonna hurt.
This thing is not taking damage. Probably doesn't help that I have nothing that this thing is weak against. I really don't want this thing to shoot March. Can't really stop it though. Can we break it?
Order of the Ten Lords.
We can break it.
Execute the Mara struck.
Here it comes. Okay. Herda, you are going to fall at some point here because March cannot keep up more than 2 shields at the moment with all these stuns that's being placed on her constantly. Oh yeah. Oh, Herda's not looking good. March again. It's so low.
Execute the Mara struck.
There's like 2 pixels left on its health. Let's go. Yes.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Tingyun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along?
That took so long, you don't even know how much I've cut out for this video. I was chipping away at that health for ages. Kind of surprised that Herda survived, honestly. It seems like it, March, doesn't it? I still don't really know what to think of all this.
And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go?
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. March is me right now.
Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
Yeah. Mr. Yang.
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Phantylia, a name I've heard other nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
You're telling me there's 6 more of those? Then yeah, if they're part of Nanook's crew, then of course they like to see destruction happen.
Meaning that Tingyun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
Kinda seems that way.
I don't believe so. Phantylia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved.
Okay.
But there was no indication that Tingyun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Tingyun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Phantylia devised to serve her own purposes.
So you're saying that Tingyun still alive somewhere? Then that was just a copy?
You're saying that the real Tingyun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Tingyun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer.
Oh my god.
At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Tingyun, it does raise the question of why Phantylia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Tingyun's remains behind as a display of power?
You have a good point, Welt, yeah. I agree with that.
I believe this to be Phantylia's goal. To sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
Well, it's working. It's working really well.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen? Planting a Scalegorge Waterscape? All part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Phantylia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. Need to take a star skiff to Scalegorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed from that delve.
Okay.
Let's make haste.
Right, yeah, okay. More like a sea skiff than a star skiff, eh? Okay, but I need to stop here. I need a moment to process all of this because this was too much, man. Look at my team. Oh, we're struggling. We're struggling so badly. I'm struggling mentally with all this. Oh my god. And they're struggling physically. I need 5 minutes. That's, yeah. My god. I think I'm still in shock. Even though I was in that fight for like half an hour, just chipping away health. I'm like, wow. No, I really hope Tingyun's okay though. I really hope that what Wealth is saying is true, that she is out there somewhere. There's been a lot of twists today. And we've still not met up with Dan. What is he doing? Where is he at? Okay, I've had some time to process all these feelings. Welt is flexing on us. So Welt is done being leveled up now. That's good. Also finished leveling up Bailu as well. I've gotten them to generally 8 on the important skills, and they're 80 as well. Welt's using his light cone. I've given Bailu post-op conversation for now. I finished up Welt's traces other than effective res, because the guide told me not to do those. I'm not really sure what effective res means, but Bailu I just pretty much did everything on. For builds, I've kind of been using both Pridwen, I think that's how you say it, and the in-game game tools, and like comparing those two. Sometimes the in-game game tools are actually more up to date, I think. Some of the older characters on Pridwen I think are a little bit outdated. I could be wrong. Maybe they're better builds than the game tool ones, but I think Welt's in particular was recently updated in-game tools, but I don't think the Pridwen one has been updated. Feel free to correct me on that though.
That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
Hopefully none. Knock on wood. We can talk to her about some of this stuff.
It all happened so suddenly. But looking back, I think Mr. Yang was right. Tingyun was behaving strangely. She was fascinated with the Abundance's creations.
That's what I was reacting to. I think maybe in Exalting Sanctum somewhere, she might have gotten replaced. I don't feel like she was fake before that. She might have always been fake. Maybe I haven't actually met the real Tingyun.
Since she was an ambassador dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a person with her name in the commission.
Exactly.
We'll have to let the Cloud Knights get to the bottom of what happened to the real Tingyun. As for the Tingyun who accompanied us all that way, it's like what Mr. Yang said. Her appearance was designed to sow seeds of doubt among us. We cannot allow ourselves to fall into her trap.
So next place we're going to is Scalegorge Waterscape, right?
It is a delve governed by the Vidyadhara. Supposedly an ancient oceanic region transferred from the Vidyadhara home planet.
You might see a lot of dragons there then.
After the Ambrosial Arbor was broken in two during the war, its roots were left gnarled and broken. Yet it never died. The Alliance decided to seal the arbor within Scalegorge Waterscape, entrust it to the High Elders of the Videodora, and rely on the power of long scions to constrain it.
Okay.
It has been so long. No one knows whether the seal remains. Even if it does, I doubt it will hinder that spectral Lord Ravager.
You guys don't send pen pal messages back and forth to figure out if the seal's holding or not? Where's the general at the moment?
I've reported the current situation to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He made no further contact after we communicated at the Matrix of Prescience. He said he had important matters to personally attend to.
Oh, okay.
The situation stands on the edge of a precipice. We must trust in the General.
Yeah, I wonder what he's up to, though. Okay, let's head out. A little while ago.
This is...
It's Mr. Dan. So he's made it to the Alchemy Commission.
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place.
Both the options would have had her say that.
Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
It's not the destination that's important, it's the journey.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushan.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
Bye, Sushang.
You got mail.
The Cloud Knights invited us to go with them. Your homeland's got some real big crucibles. Oh, I texted a picture of the, Ariad Elixir Furnace. Yep. Why are you near the Ariad Elixir Furnace? Message failed to send. Aww.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three.
Yeah, the reception here is horrible, honestly.
The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here?
So timeline-wise, it seems like the other crew with March and Palis have just left the Alchemy Commission. At least we know that they've taken care of things here now.
What's up?
We gotta go.
Go where? The Luofu is under lockdown. The Cloud Knights operation isn't over yet. Relax. When the fight is over, I'll personally escort you and Mr. Locha home.
No. I've got places to be.
I'm sorry. I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
It was lovely meeting them, even though Locha does seem like there's something suspicious going on with him and his presence here. Yangxing!
I need to be careful. If I alert the Knights, they might take an interest in me.
Oh yeah, crap, I shouldn't be seen. What's going on?
What a huge cauldron.
This Aureate Cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Videodora. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide and refines it into medicinal pellets.
Dan's having a premonition or something. Or a flashback, I guess. Ooh, I'm seeing ghosts.
All the elixir crucibles that the Videodora helped to construct contain cloud hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
This isn't flashbacks from his past, is it?
Uh-huh. But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, cloud hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Videodora Mirajago? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse?
No, it can't be Dan's past. He would have reacted differently then. He doesn't seem to know what's going on.
These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
Wait a second, anymore? What do you mean anymore? So they are from your past? Oh, now he does have a mysterious past that I don't know much about. And I know he's from here, so surely he has some kind of connection to all this.
They say that you're Lung's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long.
Dan's having PTSD.
I was exiled from the Xianzhou. I'm no longer one of the Scions of Permanence.
Wait, so Dan's a Scion? He's one of Long's people? He's a Long Life? Wait a second, he's a dragon? Or he was a dragon? He's not a dragon anymore. He was a dragon? You know, that does kind of explain the fancy Dan that I saw on the banner a while back. Just by saying that, his entire past has opened up to me now.
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved. Vidyadhara go through cycles of life and death, existing forever in this world. By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again. Please, take care of me.
He was destined to be some kind of very important Scion, it seems like. I wonder why he was exiled in that case.
Searching power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder.
Yes, it is me, the Elder. I think.
Something terrible is happening in Scalegorge Waterscape. Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were.
Something happened, yeah, where he didn't listen to them and he must have gotten exiled for it. But I don't necessarily think Dan remembers that at the moment. So something must have happened there. They removed his powers and maybe he lost his memories as well.
It seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound for Scalegorge Waterscape, located ahead.
Dan. The Dragon Man.
He's here.
Whoa, God, they're gonna have a confrontation right now.
Right on time.
Of course, these people know the future.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling. It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
Blade's Mara struck?
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time!
Oh, God.
You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
Whatever Dan's been fleeing from, Blade is definitely it.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I have nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch.
Wait, who's that? Oh, John Xing! Let's go!
You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh?
Why are you reacting like that?
You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding.
Ooh.
Your true self.
Oh, shit, Dad.
Stop!
My hero. Blade's got those crazy eyes. No, not again. Stop. First Kalis and now Dan.
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished.
Dan's a dragon!
The High Elder of the Videodora. Imbibiter Lunae.
Dragon Hung is here! It's him!
You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice.
Wait, who am I controlling? Who are we fighting here?
I've heard of you, Imbibiter Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters. Now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou.
Yeah, I'm probably fighting Yangqing, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, Blade's on my
No
side?
interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
He still remembers
Save
his
your
friends.
excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way!
Ow.
Do not be afraid.
Destroy all the flying swords. Okay.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka.
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
Ugh.
Veil. Defend you.
Ooh.
Surrender!
Why can't I use my skill? Ability cannot be used. Why? Dan looks cool with his dragon powers.
What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy?
A little bit. I like Yangqing.
Punish evil!
Veil. Defend you.
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, because I got 3 stacks on his
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
Jesus. Big sword.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no mercy.
Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone. But there's no other way. Forgive me.
Use the skill to enhance Dan Hung and Imbibiter Lunae's basic attack for up to 3 consecutive times. Oh, you boosted 3 times. Okay.
Surge.
Oh, that's cool.
Forgive me.
I failed.
Cool. Water dragon power.
Isn't over.
I'm so sorry, Yangqing.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
I mean, satisfied. He didn't even fight Dan yet.
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you 3 misbehaving in front of the Luofu's hotshot general.
Wait, Jing is here? He is here! Oh my god. My man.
Tingyun.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
Was his task just to awaken Dan?
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time.
He got his stern voice on.
It has been a long time, old friend.
Exile doesn't necessarily mean that they're not friends anymore.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scalegorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together?
I thought that's where he was leaving to. That's what his goal has been this whole time.
Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scalegorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
Scalegorge Waterscape looks a lot more abandoned than I thought it would.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Dan Feng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more.
So Dan Feng was his old name and Dan Heng is his new name. Okay, I guess that makes sense since he does rebirth.
I am Dan Heng. Whether Dan Feng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water. An exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you.
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Dan Feng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Dan Feng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
Sounds like a good deal. He won't be exiled anymore. He can just come and go as he wants.
I may not be capable of the things that Dan Feng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you.
Dragon transmutation wasn't able to be passed on? I vaguely remember something about that. I think Dan was the one who said it, like, not everyone gets the dragon's power.
It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Dan Feng is no more. Now, there is only Dan Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall.
Ooh. Cool.
I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath, even if it means the end of the Luofu. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. Lord Ravager Phantylia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction.
Oh, so the spirits never got to reincarnate. And I'd have to assume that they're Vidyadhara, right? Since they're in this area? Could that be connected to Dan Heng's exile?
When Dan Feng committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion. The senior Videodora hated you, yet did not dare to kill you. The Videodora were under great pressure. In order to placate the 10 lords and skyfaring commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Dan Feng against his will. Still, they ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the 10 lords' commission. The senior Videodora were sure of their scheme. But you cannot hide fire with paper.
So what was the flaw?
Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go!
Let's crack some skulls!
Heaven's Surge. Celestial Dragon.
Destroy all of them. Yes, let's go. Oh, we got to play as Jing as well.
Here is thunder!
What the heck was that? Blast him! Let's blast him.
Time for the Master Stroke. Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
Oh my god. So cool. Finish him, Dan.
Tingyun, where have you been?
This is a couple steps behind.
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The Seat of Divine Foresight relayed the battle reports to me. As for Phantylia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Phantylia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Dan Heng? You are Dan Heng, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Mm-hmm.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests, when you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Phantylia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Dan Heng and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Of course. And we're gonna help.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew.
Of course we're gonna help, Welt.
Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the Nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Yeah, stop looking at me like that, March. Of course we're gonna help him. Let's do it.
Dan Heng?
I know I get to control Dan. Of course. We're a team.
Thank you, Dan Heng.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the master plan, General?
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dan Heng's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
Okay. So he doesn't have full power because of the exuviation charm that they placed upon him. And he needs to somehow find a way to crack open that charm to access his full power.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the Plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Luofu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scalegorge Waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Vidyadhara statue.
Is that Dan Feng?
Oh, it looks so much like Dan Heng. I wonder if... the statue... is that... Dan Heng's brother?
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Dan Heng? Since Dong Feng perished, the Luofu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
You scared the heck out of me! For a second I thought you'd annoyed the General. It seemed like you were his prisoner. There I was, thinking up a plan to kidnap you. And it turns out the two of you are old buddies.
Aww.
So, what made you suddenly decide to come down from the Express?
He was worried about us.
Aw, how sweet. But Mr. Yang and I have been holding our own. We're pretty much Xianzhou heroes at this point.
She didn't mention my name in the voice. What do you mean? Didn't even say him at all.
Anyway, it's great to have you with us, Dan Heng.
I knew you'd come. When we first mentioned the Xianzhou, there was a sad look in your eyes. They may have banished you, but the Luofu is still your home. You're a member of the Express crew, Dan Heng. Let's settle this matter as soon as possible. Our journey doesn't end here.
Aww. Only got Caitlus left. He's speechless. Well, I'm speechless. Rainy shakes his head. He doesn't want to speak. Nobody can get him to open up. Huh. He had a pretty strong reaction then. He is quite silent though, normally. He doesn't say much. Let's try to feel the great power. He split the ocean. That's impressive, dude. He's Dragon Moses. Oh, and his floating fish.
The annals mention that Scalegorge Waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Tingyun. General, are you planning to face Phantylia alone?
No, he's got us.
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers.
They're so brave.
But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty. Cloud Knights, attention! After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Oh my god.
Yes, General!
Like, if I die, the Diviner is who takes over.
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
Gotta make sure the general comes back in one piece. Sanctus, Medicus, Durrani. Wow, okay. That's one hell of an episode to end the year on. God, I'm stoked to continue this now. First episode of the new year is going to be a good one. And I'd just like to briefly thank everyone as well for joining me on my Star Rail journey throughout this year. Might not have gotten as far as I wanted to, but I'm happy we're back on the train again. I guess we're not technically back on the train again, but you know what I mean. Oh, there's dragons in the water. That could be Dan's power keeping but that's a cool effect regardless. So some closing thoughts I guess I can throw out there. I don't feel like seeing Dan's fancy form spoiled too much. I already knew he had some kind of powers inside of him, and I also knew he was from here, so like him being a dragon person, just kind of a long scion for technical terms, who's like maybe a little bit of a spoiler, but not too much. Plus, like, nobody told me what was going on as well, which I really appreciate. I hope everyone has a fantastic new year. Please smash the like button and subscribe for more Star Rail content coming soon. Until next time, Rainy out.